Thunder family. Welcome to your Thunder News. I'm Corbin.
And I'm Alex.
Did you hear? There's a friendly competition where if you apply for the most scholarships in November, you can win a Nintendo Switch Lite. You don't have to win the scholarships, you just have to apply for them.
Both the Career Center and the counseling websites have the scholarship information.
We want to use our time for a video created by the leadership team named School Celebration Crew.
The team interviewed students and staff about the meaning of Veterans Day. Enjoy the video.
Hello, what's your name?
Mr. Anthony.
What does veterans mean to you?
Well, veterans mean to me that it's a person who willing to give up their life for our freedoms in our country. And it's a person who have dedicated their lives to doing the right things and being a role model for us.
Yeah. Do you know anyone who has been in the service?
I'm glad you asked. Yes. My father was in the Army and my brother was in the Air Force. So I do have a history or a lineage of people in my family dedicating their lives to the service.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, I have a lot of history of that.
Thank you so much. Okay, so what's your name?
My name is Charlie Tonte. I'm one of the vice principals here.
Okay, so do you have any traditions that you like to do for Veterans Day?
Well, traditionally I like to, during Veterans Day, it's usually in the fall, I usually take some time off, and it's usually, for me, I'm big on the outdoors, so I tend to go out on like during hunting season, so I'm usually out hunting or something like that.
I hear you're a veteran. Do you mind telling us your experience about that?
Sure. So I was in the U.S. Army. I was an infantry officer, so I spent some time doing things like I was a mortar platoon leader, so I ran a mortar platoon, and then I deployed to Afghanistan, running what's called an infantry company, and so I spent a year in Afghanistan in 2014, and had a group of about 200 guys I was in charge of there, and doing things like training. There was a school that we worked with in Afghanistan. It was all female students, and if we were not there, the Taliban would kill them and try to attack them. So our job was to protect them, make sure they could go to school, and they would do things like learn about forensics and all that.
That's great. Thanks for sharing for us.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your name?
Mr. Jonathan.
Okay, hi, Mr. Jonathan. What does Veterans Day mean to you?
It means people making selfless sacrifices, doing things that normal people wouldn't want to do, don't want to do, maybe can't do. So joining a branch of the service in particular.
Cool. So do you know anybody who's enlisted before?
I do. I have grandfathers who are all enlisted. I have a grandfather who served at the tail end of World War II and multiple tours in Vietnam. He was wounded a couple times. I think one was a hunting accident, but we'll leave that out. I have another grandfather he joined when he was 15, and he flew P-51 Mustangs, which are airplanes, fighter aircraft, over in the European theater of war. So yeah, he actually was shot down in the English Channel, and he was probably 15 or 16 years old, and he survived. The plane went down in about a couple seconds. The fact that he left his flight harness off and his flight boots off made it so he could actually get out. And at that time, all the English were actually in boats in the English Channel, picking up American pilots that were going down. So that actually saved his life. He popped the hatch, jumped on the wing, and hit the boat, and that saved him. So, and here I am.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, thanks for sharing that with us.
No problem.
Okay, so hi, what's your name?
I'm Artemis.
And do you do anything to celebrate Veterans Day?
Yeah, I go to visit my grandpa's grave. He served in the military for about 20 years.
Okay, and do you plan on enlisting after high school?
Sort of. I plan on becoming a nurse for the Air Force.
And what made you want to make that choice?
I really got inspired by my grandpa. He was in the Air Force, and I got inspired by him, but I didn't want to be directly on the line, so I thought maybe I could just help people who are on the lines.
Thank you.
Alejandra Brizuela.
And we're just going to ask you, what does Veterans Day mean to you?
Veterans Day means to me like it's just like people that serve a country that give life for like us to be protected.
That's good. And do you plan on serving?
Yes, I am. I'm trying to serve. What branch? Pilot Marines, because I feel like it's good, hard work.
And do you know why you want to serve?
Yes, I do. As I want my college to be paid, and also just to feel good about myself and just protect all of like my family and stuff like that. So.
Hi, what is your name?
Corey.
What does Veterans Day mean to you?
It means like showing your respects to people that are in service or not, or passed from services.
And do you know anyone in your family or just anyone that you know that served?
Yeah, several people. My great grandpa, my great grandma, a lot of my grandparents, and a few of my great aunts and uncles.
It's awesome.
Thank you for watching Thunder News.
We'll see you next Friday. Go Thunder!